Hello everybody and welcome to Mind Your Money. My name is Tasha. If you're here for the first time, in this video I'm going to complete or close out our second paycheck for August. I'm going to go through our payment towards debt because that's our focus. Stuff some cash envelopes, send some money to our monthly savings challenge, which is an apple a day with budgeting with Christina, and of course the 52-week challenge, zero out challenge. So those are really exciting because I like seeing that we can put a little bit of money aside each week and save up towards our large goals. Make sure we pay off debt, make sure we put money towards our emergency fund. So if you're interested in anything like that, please stay tuned, and it's going to be a detailed video. So grab your cup of coffee or whatever you like to drink, whatever time you're watching this video, because it is going to be detailed. I'm also going to share with you guys how we count for our account cushion or our buffer. So we set aside a certain amount of money each and every week, and that money just stays in that bill paying checking account so that it can grow. We do our best not to use the buffer. That's why we give ourselves a set amount of spending money each week, and it's just become a discipline for me to not touch it because I've used our buffer before. We have depleted it. It's gone down to basically zero or a couple of pennies, and that is not comfortable for me. So I would like for our bill paying account to always have at least $1,000 in it, and we're working our way up from $60 at the end of July to where we want to be. So I'll share with you guys how we do an exact zero-based budget. So for anyone who is wondering, how do you do that? How do you create a buffer? How do you know how much money to put towards what savings challenges or sinking funds and whatnot? I'm going to walk through it step by step. However, here is a disclaimer. We are not sending any money to sinking funds with this paycheck because August is our debt-free month, and we are putting a large amount of what we used for our income this week towards debt. And hopefully by our Transfer Tuesday video, we will be so close to being finished, we could probably praise God right there. So thank you so much for being here, Legacy Builders. Thank you so much for being here, all my internet cousins. I appreciate you guys so very much. What you're looking at is my August spread, and I just like to start here so I can see what bills were paid so far, because I am gearing up to do a mid-month check-in. So I do know that the bills that were paid was, of course, the rent, and that came from our 1 month ahead account. Car insurance came out on the 1st. PSEG came out, and it was $36. So that was paid. And I do have to pay back the credit card. Spectrum actually hit today, which is the 13th. So that was paid. I put $32.50. Yeah, it was. I'm sitting here thinking out, why was it $32.50? You guys, for some reason, Spectrum messed up my bill. All right? They added some TV service that I did not need because I haven't had cable in years. And when I say years, like more than a decade. You guys, we use streaming services. Before that, we simply used DVDs, no lie, or we used an antenna to get like local channels, PBS, the local news channels here. So for some reason, when I saw it, I said, no, that's wrong. And it was $32.90, not $32.50. So not too bad. I was like, what? We normally budget $55 for Spectrum. That's our internet provider. And it came out $32.90. They had to fix their mistake. That's why. So I'm glad for that. So the difference of what we budgeted and what actually came out is $22.10. So that $22.10 is going straight to debt. We're going to take it from the 1 month ahead account because that is wrong. So we'll do that on Transfer Tuesday because this payment is still pending. It hasn't actually posted to the credit card as yet. All right, let's get into the budget. And you guys see this lovely artwork? That's my 2-year-old. So just try to keep up with me, because I know it might be a little distracting to some of y'all, but I'm sorry. So we did get the child tax credit, okay? But it hasn't cleared yet. It's still pending. So I can't use it until it actually posts to the checking account. So for right now, we're going to use our salary, what my husband and I use, plus the extra that we get from all of our side hustles. So if you don't know, I do run a blog and I have a website, tashaloveslife.com. Any sales that come through, any kind of commissions that I receive throughout the week, any other side hustle income that we receive, gifts, etc., it fits into this extra category for income. So we're taking $17.43 and we're going to include that in our budget today. Now, I'm going to write here an extra savings before we get started, my account cushion, which we did not include in the original budget, but we're actually going to set aside $10 from this income total to keep inside our account. Now, last week, if you were here before, I'll zoom in a little bit just so you can see, hopefully very clear. Our starting balance for the account cushion at the beginning of last week was $120.06. Our new balance after we put $10 to be in there was $130.06. Okay, so that's how we do it. It's still a zero-based budget. I've heard some other budgeters within the community who say they don't do a zero-based budget because they like to leave money in their checking account. But your account cushion or your buffer, whatever you like to call it, it's still a category. And I'm still taking money from our income total and leaving it back in the checking account, but I'm giving it a name. So it's that money still has an assignment. Now, I'm not tracking on my paycheck budget if I paid from my account cushion. I'm only tracking how much is in there as of the beginning of the paycheck budget and at the end of it. So our starting balance in our account is not included in our income total. I think the budget mom uses her starting balance in her account to include in her income total. I don't do that. I do like how she sets everything up. I appreciate the detail that she goes through, but I'm not using what's in our account to be included in our income total. I could put it here and say, okay, let's add $130.06 to this, and then just down here say, okay, now my account cushion is so much. But to me, that just doesn't make sense. It would throw me off. So I'm not using our starting balance in our account. What I'm doing is I'm writing a little note to myself to say the starting balance in our account cushion is $130.06 before we close out this paycheck budget. And our new balance after we close out this paycheck budget is going to be $140.06. And that's because I'm putting $10 in there today. So I hope that makes sense to you. If not, please ask me and I'll try to do better next time. But that's how we do it. So our income total based on what we use from our full-time jobs and what we use from our side hustles is the same as we budgeted, $977.43. Again, we did get the child tax credit, but it hasn't posted yet. It's still pending. So as of Friday, August 13th, we're not able to use that. We will use that money next week, and you guys will see how we use that in our Transfer Tuesday video. So our tithe is actually a little bit more this week. It's $120. So based on what my husband brought in and what I brought in, we tithe off of the gross income, and that's $120 tithe. We're not putting anything towards next month's bills with this paycheck because our focus is the debt. So we're going to bring that down. Our bill total is $120. And when we subtract that, we should get $857.43. So 857.43. And I'll bring that leftover number down to the top of our envelopes and variable section. And our spending is the same. Let me show you. I was gonna say let me show you. This is how I pre-plan the budget. If I don't use one of these mini half sheets, I'll use something like this notebook, like a doc grid notebook or anything. But I like to make sure my numbers make sense before here. So you guys, if you've been here for a while, you know that. So my numbers are off to the side. Spending is $60. Now this is the cash we withdraw each week so that each member of my family can have spending money, except I am reallocating my spending money to the August Savings Challenge, which is an apple a day with budgeting with Christina. And y'all forgive my voice if it's going in and out. Remember, it's early. At the time I'm recording this video, it is 6:26 a.m. So I still have my beautiful morning voice. $2.43 is going to the Zero Out Challenge. And the Apple a Day Savings Challenge is still getting $20. So if I add this 60, 80, $82.43. I think that's everything. Nope. Laundry. And I'm going to have to write this down here because my son decided to color up on this thing. $20 pulled out in cash for laundry. So that's 60, 80, 100, $102.43. So the variable or envelope total is $102.43. And we subtract that from what we had left over, we get a whole number of $755. I hope you guys are still in frame. And we're not putting anything towards our sinking funds this week. Whew. So we'll catch up next week. And because we're almost debt free, we'll be able to put more money towards sinking funds. So I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited about that. Okay. We're going to skip the extra debt for now because I want to come down here. We did not budget for the account cushion, but we're putting $10 in there. Okay. So the very first thing I'm going to do is, what's left over is $755. We are taking $21 into 52-week challenge and then $10 into the buffer, which leaves us with $724. That matches my numbers off on the side. So our debt payment for this paycheck is $724. Of course, that leaves us with $31 left over, and then that finalizes with $31 extra savings for a zero-based budget. Boom shakalaka. So now that we have all of our numbers finalized, our actual numbers are here, we're going to go ahead and send money towards our tithe, and then we're also going to put money towards our savings challenges, and hopefully we end up with the right amount at the end. We should have $140.06. However, because we're making Great Lakes today, it's not going to come out today, so we won't see the balance reflected until next week. But that's all good. We're going to make sure we do our transfers, and this is the most fun part for me because I get to use my highlighter so you guys can see how we really do the budget all the way through. And I'm excited about being able to put money towards Great Lakes of that amount, because that means we are working our budget. We are not letting our budget dictate to us. We're telling our money where to go. A budget puts you in control. I've been reading this book, The Automatic Millionaire, and in this book, this man actually says that having a budget is restrictive and you don't need a budget. And I'm thinking, how do you not need it? If you want to become a millionaire, one of the first things you need to do is know where your money is going and be in control of it. And that's what a budget does. All right, so we're transferring $120 to our giving account. This is a checking account. This is where only our giving goes, nothing else. So that is there. And now that that's done, we'll be able to highlight and say yes, success. That's done. We've already taken out the $60 in cash, and we need to transfer the $2.43 to the Zero Out Challenge. Again, some of our budget is in cash and most of it is digital. You guys, we like to receive interest, and it's easier for me to track and follow. So $2.43 into the Zero Out Challenge. Transfer and success. Then also we are transferring $20 into the Apple a Day Savings Challenge, and that's an August Savings Challenge. So I have an account already set up for that, and we're transferring the $20, and I'll call it August Savings Challenge because I know what it is. And success, that was done. Then also our 52-week challenge is getting $21. And now that's done, so we're going to type in our memo, the 52-week challenge. Success. All right, our account cushion, it stays where it is at $10, and then we are going to make our payment to Great Lakes, which is $724. So let me pause quickly, and I'll go there so I can open it up, and then we'll make the payment. All right, so here we are. Our current balance is $2,215, and we're going to pay online. And that amount is $724. Let me click. There we go. And we're making the payment on Friday, August 13th. God is good. Okay. And 100% of that is going towards 826. If you know why there are two loans here, because Great Lakes rearranged or reallocated some of the balance that I owed to another loan that I had paid off way back since March. Trying the Krokology, but the balance still matches up to what I have in my records, so it's all good. Okay. So we're making the payment. I just blocked out my checking account again, and I'm going to go ahead, submit the payment. Boom, there it is, our payment confirmation. Now that we have paid our debt and we've transferred all of the money that we needed to for this paycheck, I'm going to just come back and highlight what was done. Our tithe was sent. We've already taken out the cash, which we're going to stuff momentarily. We transferred the money for the Zero Out Challenge. Our August savings, although you probably can't see it too clearly because of all my lovely son's handwriting. It's all good. Laundry we took out for $20. Then Great Lakes was just paid, although it hasn't cleared yet. It will clear by Monday. That's $724. We sent the money to the 52-week challenge, and our account cushion is still in our account. Really quickly, my money thoughts.
That's it, and our priority goal is to destroy debt, which we are working on.
There you go. So for August 8th through August 15th, right? Because I meal plan and I plan for my week from Sunday to Saturday. So I have this grocery and meal plan worksheet on my website, tashaloveslife.com. I'm actually going to make some slight adjustments because the week starts with Monday on this sheet, but I actually want to switch it around so that the week starts with Sunday and it goes through the following Saturday. But this is the actual one that's available. There's a minimalist one, which is gray and white, and then there's also this colorful one, which is pink. So for last week, all of the meals that I had set up, baked salmon, stewed chicken, meatloaf, cheese ravioli, spaghetti, all these meals were actually made. We had budgeted for $109 based on my grocery list. We spent $153.61. Your girl just went over. Yay! So that's how that went. But this is how I'm trying to stay on budget. It is still summertime, and I do like to stock up a little bit more because once the end of August comes and it's back to school, it's like things are moving so quickly because there's school to go to, and then you have to get the children ready and cooking and all that. I like to have a little bit extra so that when we come out of the summer, we've stored up. Think about the ants. That's just something to think about. All right, our savings challenges. We haven't done anything for the emergency fund just yet. 52-week challenge did get money, but we check that off at the end of each month. The zero out challenge did get $2.43 today, which brings our new balance in that challenge to $134.34, and I transferred that money already. All right, so an apple a day savings challenge. So last week we saved money up until the Thursday, so this week we're going to fill in for the 6th, which we're saving on the 13th, the 7th, and we're actually going to do days 9 and 10. Yeah, for this week. So I'll just mark those on the calendar. So this is how I'm actually putting the money aside this week. You already saw me transfer that money over. So we had $20 for the challenge from my spending money. So we're going to use $6 from last week plus $7 from last week, $3 from this week, and $4 from this week to total $20. So I'm going to shade those in. Done. And remember, it's a savings challenge, you guys. So although I had to skip the first day in week 2, I wanted to make sure I completed week 1, and it's a challenge. So we're trying to make sure we save as much as we can, and we're going to fill out our tracker on August 13th, 21. We saved $20, and we did move the money to the savings account. Yes. So now within the apple a day, we have $35. Not bad. And look, next week we're gonna catch up again. We can do this. We can do this as much as possible. Now on to the cash stuffing. Each week I take out a set amount. The only difference this week is that I did not take out anything. Groceries is empty. I used my tracker. Shout out to Desiree. So I did put $100 of faux money in here. Remember, we use our card to make purchases for groceries, and we used everything. I was over by $153, by $53, but it's okay. It's summertime. We're not going to beat up on ourselves. That's the point. Okay. I usually put any money that we receive in one of these envelopes. So when we do bottle returns, that money, that cash comes in here. And of course, we take out money for spending, laundry. That goes in there. My husband went to the ATM for me, and unfortunately, they don't give you the denominations that you need. And that's all for that. He also took all my change. So yeah, so next week, hopefully next week, we can do some coin stuffing. But my 3-year-old wanted to count his pennies, so I let him do that, and he was so excited. Okay, Joey, let's count and put your pennies in your glass jar, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7.
Go ahead.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16,
15,
16,
okay.
17, 80,
18,
90,
19, and
what's next?
20. Good job! Very good. Give yourself a hand clap. You did great.
Yeah, we got 100 coins.
Maybe next time, okay?
Okay.
Isn't that just the cutest thing? I was so happy how excited he was. He laughed. He had such a good time. Okay, so Jordan gets $20. And he is still budgeting, you guys. His $20 from last week is gone, but teenagers. So we'll try to get him back on camera as soon as we can. Joseph has $3 in there. He's getting, well, he's supposed to get 10, but we didn't get change. So I'm going to leave this in Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is going to hold on to their funds. Oh, the baby's awake. I'm actually going to roll this over for Joseph because we have to make change for them. So he actually did well. He had $10 last week. He only spent $7. Josiah's is empty. And I'm not getting anything, so I don't need to put anything here. Household, remember, digital envelope. It's a savings account with Capital One 360. We have $1 left in there. So household, we normally put $25. We did allocate $25 for the first paycheck of August, but then I received a $24.62 or some odd money from Surveys on the Go. So what I did was I transferred the money that was in household to our checking account because we had that card and Surveys on the Go gives you PayPal, Visa card, or Amazon gift card. I took the Visa card, but of course you can't pay your debt with the Visa card. You have to use an actual checking account via Great Lakes. So what I did was I just used the money that was in here. I took $24 from there. And then I used the Visa card that I got from Surveys on the Go to make household purchases. So this has $1 left. And of course, my spending money, I still have $5 in here from last week, which I'm going to keep for me for now. Not even last week, 2 weeks ago. But that's fine. It's going to stay there. Laundry gets $20 because that's what we need. And there's another $2 left over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that back into miscellaneous because things do happen. And that is the end of our cash stuffing portion. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video enough to give me a thumbs up. I hope that it wasn't too long, and I hope I explained how we use our account cushion well. I am super excited that we are so close to being debt free. So please stay tuned to my next video, which will be, well, there's a video that was released today, but this video you guys won't see until Saturday. But there is going to be a new video on Tuesday for Transfer Tuesday, and I can't wait because it's going to be a big one, and we are getting down to like 3 digits in our debt balance. So whoo, I'm so excited. Continue to mind your money, manage it well, and live your life abundantly. Bye for now.